Hi everyone, it is me, Ellie. It's been quite some time since I've made a video. Today I'm making a video regarding the winter pet pairs. I'm just going to be reviewing them, repainting them. Yes, every time I get a G2 LPS, I'm always repainting them, and I'll show you examples. So this is going to be what I'm going to be reviewing. It's going to be this short hair and this Dachshund pet pair. I'm going to briefly go over this, but this is the set that I'm going to be focusing on the most. So let's give this one an open. So the first accessory we have is this strawberry like shortcake cake. I do wish it was like white, because why is it all pink? Really large latte mug, which I think is a little too big. For size comparison, this is my crouching kitty, and this is the size of the mug. It's literally as big as her like eyeball. I do wish like Basic Fun would scale a little better. And then we have this really cute OG flower, and I think the flower is really cute. I don't know if it'll fit my LPS ears. It is like very, like, it's not hard at all. It's like very rubbery, almost like very soft plasticky. We're gonna see if it fits on the short hair, but let's get to opening that too. Sorry about the constant lighting change, but just taking a close look at the capybara first. He is really cute. He's a lot more like chunky than I anticipated. Like there's just a lot to grab right now. The flower doesn't fit her, but I do think it goes on his hand, his ear. It goes on his ear. Oh my god, that's actually really cute. Or her ear. Yeah, her ear, which is really, or his, I don't know, it doesn't matter, they can be both. He's like matches the latte, which I guess it makes sense considering the fact that Basic Fun's LPS are a lot bigger in general. But I wish it was more universal to every pet, because if you get the short hair cat here, still really big. But speaking of the short hair cat, she's really cute. She's got a really long neck. This is my first short hair cat from Basic Fun actually. Her colors are really cute. She's very pink sakura, giving the Japanese cherry blossom vibes. She's obviously really cute. I do love the fact that they chose blue for her eyes. It really makes them pop, especially with all the pink going on. I can see why she's a fan favorite. I just wish they worked more on their mold. And something I do want to mention is that there's just something about Basic Fun's bauble. Like, even though her neck is this long, the spring doesn't press down. Let me get you like an actual G2 short hair to compare. You see how this one's like very like, she'll push down like maybe like a centimeter. Then like if you have like a G2, it's almost like a keyboard switch. I also brought in a fake LPS, and they look really similar. I will say the bauble of mini LPS shops is really accurate. Like, it's got that like press down action. But otherwise, like, the quality isn't bad. I mean, I don't have any problems with the paint. She looks really cute. Not that many of a grainy eye, but I also think that's because she has blue eyes. I feel bad for not reviewing this guy, but I don't really have anything to compare him to. His head is pretty good though. His bauble is like pretty good. He's okay. I mean, I'm not a big fan of him, but. And that is the first set that we have unboxed. We're now going to move on to this LPS set, which I am extremely excited about. So here we have the first set, and there's a lot of things I already don't like. Starting off, we have this bow, which I think is really cute, but I think it would have been even cuter if it was as small as Hasbro's original bows, which I will put on screen here. I have elastic band, which I do think this is better if you're putting it on an LPS. The bow is big enough to cover the band, but if it was like put on the side, I don't like that red band showing compared to the transparent ones Hasbro used to use. Then we have this scarf that Basic Fun, I think this is Basic Fun's original scarf. I don't think Hasbro had this. And then we have another Basic Fun original, which is this heart cake. But let's move on to the LPS. So first I'm going to go over the Great Dane because I actually do like the Great Dane. He's really cute. I don't have any problems with him. I had problems with the first Great Dane because he had an uneven eye going on, but this one seems to be okay. He's got a good bobble. I have no complaints about him. He's actually really cute. I would like to compare him to a G2 though, so I'll be right back. So this is a comparison between the G2 and Basic Fun's Great Dane, and honestly, I think they're really accurate. I think it's actually really good. I don't see anything too different. Maybe it's because they're different colors, I don't know, but I think that they have had this mold the best. Like, I think it looks really good. Here they are. The feet are different. Like an arch over here. And this one's kind of like, just kind of like flat. It's kind of weird. I don't really have complaints bobble wise. It might be even more bobbly a little bit. The Dachshund. The Dachshund. Ooh, girl, where do I even start? She's horrible. Okay, I don't want to just like bash on LPS for no reason because I know Basic Fun is trying, but like, girl, what is this? First of all, why are her irises this way? Guys, I did not know this, but why did they only dot the front of her ears? Ew. She looks like a Vienna sausage. I really don't like the color that they chose on her. Like, look at this pink compared to her. Let's assess her bobble. Yeah, that's horrible. See this? That's really good. Compared to this, nothing. The really bright pink, it's just not doing it for me. I don't like hot pink. I think I'm just gonna redo this entire LPS just for the sake of redoing it. When comparing G2 with G7, this whole top lip sausage is just so long in like length compared to a regular Dachshund. If she's gonna be like really dark, they didn't choose a pink that was close to her skin tone. This is so close to her skin tone. Like I feel like they could have made this so much better by changing the colors, which is why I'm gonna work on her. Look at how handsome this little guy is with his little scarf. She can wear it too. Oh my gosh, she's actually so cute with it, low key though. And here is the LPS Dachshund. If I wear it this way as well. Okay, that's not gonna work. It's gonna be like this then. And I don't like that. Anyways, let's get to customizing. So, some plans. I'm gonna remove the paint off her ears if I can, and her feet. I'm gonna change the pink because I don't like the pink. I'm gonna redo her eyes. I'm gonna try to keep the eyes colors as close as possible. I don't think she should have a black nose because if you look at this LPS, all the pink is coordinated, including her nose. So I feel like it would look cuter if her nose wasn't black. Hopefully you're able to see me do everything. I'm also gonna have a camera for maybe like an up close. I'm gonna use my little phone camera to kind of record like an up closeness. I have these baby wipes. Take that out. So I'm gonna use some acetone. This is alcohol, but it's acetone. I'm gonna try to remove as much as I can. This is the state. Oh my god, guys, she's so ugly. Wait, hold on. God, she looks horrible. I'm gonna have to definitely use this white apple barrel paint, Craft Smart red, some blue. So I'm gonna bring out a bunch of blues. I'm gonna use this thing here, start matching paint. Just gonna start with this turquoise. grab some white. Oop, I did not mean to do all that. I mix this with the blue. It's good for maybe the first color. Just real quick. That's good for the first color. Since it's hard for me to kind of talk about like how I mix colors, I'm just gonna do it a little bit off camera. Now I have the light blue shade and then the darker of her eye. So I'm gonna do a few layers of white first. We've got the white on, and now I just kind of have to figure out the eye shape I want her to have. And I think I'm gonna try to make it look like the original Hasbro's little eye shape here. And we're just gonna map it out with a pencil and then see how it goes. So this is kind of what we've got going on right now, but let's get on the painting process, shall we? I'm so sorry for not being able to record any of this. I'm gonna now do the black and hopefully it'll turn out good. I'm very much happy with the way it is because it looks very much alike. The reason why it might look a little bit weird. Ooh. I'm not really liking that right eye that much. I apologize if this video gets messier by the second, but the next part is I'm gonna do those 3 little dots with like a light baby blue. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 on here. So I have this very fine point dotting tool I found in my craft drawer. Oh god, that's too big. This is so hard. Okay. Literally cannot see a thing. So the dots are now on there, not the best, but I now have a very fine tip for her eyelashes and this really fine detail of white. I just did her eyelashes and they are awkwardly placed and not evenly placed because Basic Fun's lashes were kind of in the way, and the way that I had to do her lashes were just to cover it up because I can't remove them with acetone unless I literally like scrape the plastic. I don't want to do that. But they're pretty much done, and all I have to do right now is just the eye pupils, and then we're going to move on to the details of her body. I did the thingy. I was looking at this dachshund and I realized that hers is a little bit more different. Like she has like an extra line and her things are thicker. But if you look at the Valentine dachshund, she has it thinner and she doesn't have that line. It looks really good. I just need to figure out now what I want her thing to be. Do I want it to be lightning to kind of resemble what she had before? Or do I want it to be dots? I'm looking at the dachshund here. Maybe I do lightning, but we shall see. So I have painted the lightning because it feels like a lot like it's clashing with it. I have hit a dilemma. I don't know if I should keep the teardrop 909 look or this. I think I'm gonna go with the lightning. Here is the reveal for the eyes. And we only have to do the paws, nose, and polka dots now to match up with these guys. We are now on the iPhone again because my camera is dead. Okay, so this is what she looks like right now. In person, she's a lot more salmon pink, and the pink Loki makes it look more pink. I do like the Monopoly dachshunds a lot more because they feel more intentional than whatever this is. But I'm gonna follow her pattern where it's, there's some in the front as well. Oh my god, all there's left is to literally just floss her eyes, Mod Podge her, and we're pretty much done. Here's some. And I'm just gonna put some on her. Okay, now we bake her. Well, that's pretty much the end of today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching me unbox and customize this LPS. It was quite the long process, and here are the final reveals. So yeah, enjoy!